Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of MDafterDark today. I'm Michael Hearn here with Andre Tainter, and also we got Diddy here in the middle, or Allie. Yes, our mascot. So, yeah, she's just chilling in the middle. So, Dre? How's Dre?
I don't know. Good and bad, basically mid. But we changed up the scenery a little bit, so that's nice.
Yeah, see, we also got Andre's senior posters in the background, too.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Diddy, how's Diddy doing?
Mid.
Thanks for the update, Diddy. We appreciate everything's there. So, yeah. Anyway, oh my goodness. If you, in the sports world today, if you're not caught up, just a busy day in sports in general. We got a lot of stuff to go through today. Of course, March Madness, opening day, and then also some recaps of the NHL.
Give me your phone. I know how we can do this easier.
I was just watching
Shane Boyle.
I was just watching a YouTube short on there. I don't know why I closed that out, but anyways, yeah. So we got NBA and NHL recaps to do as well. So without further ado, let's not waste any time here and let's dive right into our sports action. And we're going to start, of course, with the Sweet 16 action today. And first game of the night was Alabama defeating BYU. My goodness, this was a high-scoring affair, and this was just a rout. It was close to the beginning, but then Alabama, oh my goodness.
They just took off.
Exactly. Alabama, the 2-seed Alabama defeated 6-seed BYU 113-88. And just look at these numbers. Alabama, 25 for 51 from the three-point line, shooting 49%. Alabama's three-pointers and three-point attempts are both an NCAA tournament record. My goodness. Meanwhile, BYU, on our hand, an abysmal 6 for 30 from the three-point line. That's a 20%. Wow. Boy. And then Alabama shot 53% from the field. BYU shot 45.8%. So nothing mind-boggling there. And then lead for Alabama, Mark Sears. My goodness. 34 points, 8 assists, 3 rebounds, 3 steals, and 10 for 16 from the three-point line. 11 for 18 from the field. Like, my goodness. Mark Sears, have yourself a day. Wow. Mark Sears, what great shooting. And then Aiden Holloway from the bench, 23 points, 6 from 13 for 3.
13 from the bench is crazy.
If you watch the game, Holloway was shooting shots from the game took place in Prudential Center. Yeah, Aiden Holloway was shooting them from Manhattan. Both Mark Sears and Aiden Holloway were shooting from Manhattan. It was just ridiculous. Yeah, Alabama just looked like a glorified NBA team today. Wow. And then also Chris Youngblood. He had 19 points today. He was 5 for 11 from the three-point line. And then Cliff Omori had 10 points and 6 rebounds as well. He went 6 for 6 for the free throw line. Yeah. Wow. And then meanwhile for BYU, they were led by Richie Saunders, who had 25 points and 6 rebounds. And also Igor Demon had 15 points and 7 assists. Kiba Kita had 13 points. And then Trevin Nell had 10 points for the Cougs. So, Dre, your thoughts about this offensive clinic from Bama?
I mean, when you make a record amount of three-pointers in a game, I sure hope you win. But Mark Sears is just crazy, I guess. 34 points, only made 1 shot inside the three-point line, and 2 free throws. I mean, just the three-point shooting was phenomenal. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah. I know I mentioned this earlier. They were shooting literally from the Statue of Liberty. Jeez. BYU GG's. Alabama just shot the lights out. BYU, good season and all. They did beat Wisconsin, but anyways, BYU tried. I mean, but at the end of the day, like when you're going up against Alabama, that made 25 3-pointers. Yeah, that's tough to win. So, anyways, our next matchup here, we got 1-seeded Florida defeated 4-seeded Maryland, 87-71. A lot less offense, but overall, good defense from the Gators today. Florida was led by Will Richard, who had 15 points, 4 rebounds. And then they were also led by Elijah Martin, who had 14 points and 7 rebounds. And then Walton Clinton Jr. had 13 points. And then Ruben Chinyelu had 10 points. And then off the bench for Florida, they were led by Thomas Hogg with 13 points and Denzel Aberdeen with 12 points. Overall, Florida shot 11 for 28 from the 3-point line, which is 39.3, 30 for 60 from the field, which is 50%. And then looking at Maryland here, they were led by, of course, Derek Queen, who had 27 points. He did go 10 for 10 from the free throw line, so that's a heck of a day for Queen at the charity stripe. Jacoby Gillespie had 17 points today. He went 6 for 6 from the free throw line as well. And then each scoring 12 points was Julian Reese and Rodney Rice. Julian Reese also had 8 rebounds as well. And Maryland only had a combined 3 bench points. Meanwhile, Florida, two guys scored 25 points off the bench. Just wow. So, Dre, your thoughts about Florida getting the win over Maryland?
I mean, even though all of Maryland's starters except for one scored double digits, when you have 2 guys going off the bench for Florida with double digits, then you're not going to win. And one of the guys in the starting lineup had 6 points and 4 rebounds in only 14 minutes. So, yeah, I mean, they just got outplayed. Florida is probably one of the top teams to win the championship, so not surprised.
Yeah, I believe Florida definitely proved that so far with their tournament run, like blowing out Norfolk State, winning a grudge match against UConn. I know people say, oh, it's against UConn, but trust me, UConn's a tough tournament to play in the NCAA tournament, regardless of how good they are. So for Florida to squeak that one out, that was impressive. And then, of course, showing it against Maryland. I mean, this Florida team has proved that they're legit. They're going to the Elite Eight. And, yeah, it's going to be fun to watch this Florida team as they continue in the NCAA tournament. But anyways, at the time of this recording, Duke is beating Arizona 86-79 with 4 minutes and 31 seconds left. And Arkansas is beating Texas Tech 65-56 with 5 minutes and 22 seconds left. So we'll give you updates there when the game finishes up there. But in the meanwhile, Dre, opening day was today.
Yeah.
I'll talk through some MLB action today.
Why not? They don't even have MLB on here, bro.
Right there.
Bro, what? Okay. Scores. Alright. Our first game of the day was the Brewers and the Yankees. That game ended a 4-2 win for the Yankees. Devin Williams almost blew the win, but did end up finishing it off. The Yankees were led by Austin Wells and Anthony Volpe, both with home runs. And then Aaron Judge and Cody Bellinger both had RBIs. And then for the Brewers, they were led by Jackson Chourio with 5 strikeouts.
Oh.
And Joey Ortiz had 2 hits. And Vinny Capra had a home run. And Bryce Terang had an RBI. And then Carlos Rodon with the win with 7 strikeouts. And Freddie Peralta with the loss with 2 earned runs and 8 strikeouts. And then Devin Williams with the save. Overall, pretty good game between both teams. The Brewers made a run at the end, but yeah. Michael, you got anything?
Yeah, basically, Freddie Peralta had a good outing today. He really did. He did allow those 2 home runs, but Austin Wells' home run was that would have been a home run in only Yankee Stadium only, and then Freddie Peralta threw a great fastball location, high fastball, but then Wells just got a really good bat. And then Peralta looked like he jammed Volpe, but then the ball just kept carrying and just left. That was a home run in 9 ballparks. But overall, he played great. But I have concerns a little bit with the hitting core for the Brewers. Jackson Chourio, 5 strikeouts. it looked like Churio was swinging for the fences the whole entire time. And it looked like he was anxious too, and then swinging. He's swinging at balls, like, definitely, like, in the dirt, chasing a lot. And overall, this Brewer team is just looking like they're just swinging for the fences. But it is opening day. There's 161 games left to go. I think we'll be all right, but we got some work to do on the offensive side of the ball.
That was Vinny Capra's first career home run, by the way.
Yeah, I was very proud of Vinny Capra.
Even though you guys lost. Our second game of the day was the Orioles defeating the Blue Jays 12-2. The Orioles were led by Adley Rutschman and Cedric Mullins with 2 home runs each. Cedric Mullins with 5 RBIs, Adley Rutschman with 3. Jordan Westburg with a home run. Tyler O'Neill with a home run. Stat is he has 6 straight opening days with a home run. And then,
It's impressive.
Yeah, that's everybody. And then for the Blue Jays, they were led by Andres Jimenez with a home run and 2 RBIs, and that's it. Overall, Zach Eflin got the win for the Orioles with, 2 strikeouts, and Jose Barrios had lost with 6 earned runs and 5 strikeouts. Michael, do you have anything about this blowout or what?
It just proves that the Oilers are Orioles. Oh my gosh! I pronounced that earlier today. Like, for some reason, I kept calling the Orioles the Oilers. I don't know why. Hockey's game is communicated with baseball. But anyways, the Orioles just proved that they're legit. Like, their offense is just a machine, and they're starting. They had a really good outing. Pitching looked very well today. And the Blue Jays, oh boy, this is your year to do something. Vlad Guerrero Jr.'s contract here. I know there's 161 games left to go, but this is not a good start. But I'm just saying, Blue Jays, it's go time. This is your year. Hopefully you guys can figure out. But yeah, it's just game 1. But anyways, the Orioles, what a start for them. 12 runs on opening day. And plus Tyler O'Neill's record. Like 6 home runs, 6 straight home runs on, or 6 home runs on.
No, it was 6 straight.
Yeah, 6 straight. I am wording this terribly anyways, but he homered on opening day 6 straight times. Just an impressive feat. And look, imagine if he gets the record next year, which is 7. Just, wow.
No, he broke his own record.
Oh, he broke his own record. Oh my god, wow. That's just an impressive stat overall, and I don't know if we'll ever see that again.
Until next year.
Yeah, Tyler O'Neill does it again.
Alright, our next game is the Philadelphia Phillies beating the Washington Nationals. Even though the Nationals lost, Mackenzie Gore is one of only 3 pitchers all time to have 13 strikeouts and 0 walks on opening day. So that's pretty cool. The Phillies were led by Bryce Harper, Kyle Schwarber, each with a home run. But then Alec Bohm had 2 RBIs and JT Realmuto with 2 RBIs. And then for the Nationals, they were led by Keibert Ruiz, who had a home run. And then C.J. Abrams and Luis Garcia Jr. both had RBIs. The win went to Jose Alvarado, who had 2 strikeouts in his 1 inning of work. And Colin Poche lost with 2/3 of an inning and 3 earned runs given up and 2 walks. Not a good one. You have anything on that, Michael?
Again, the Phillies, this was a tight game overall. I think the Nationals proved today that they're much improved. I know, again, opening day game 1 out of 162, but what we've seen so far, like, the Nationals put up a really good fight against the Phillies today. Like, I think this Nationals team is a lot improved. I think they'll shock some people by being better than what people are thinking. But anyways, Phillies are, again, they're getting ready. They're kind of upset from what happened last year, getting ready for Red October when it gets there. But anyways, in April, the Phillies, boy, that offense, like, even though it looked like they struggled earlier today, the 4-run extra inning, like, they're still explosive. They still have a really good offense, and the Phillies are definitely going to be a team to be feared in the NL East, like always.
Mm-hmm. And our next game was the Boston Celtics. The Red Sox beat the Rangers 5-2. The Red Sox were led by Wilyer. Is that him? Yeah, Wilyer. Wilyer Abreu, 2 home runs, 4 RBIs, and then Cedric Rafaela had an RBI. And then the Rangers were led by Kevin Pillar and Kyle Higashioka. who both had RBIs. Overall, the Red Sox winner today was Aroldis Chapman, who had an inning of work and a strikeout. Luke Jackson with the loss, who had a third of an inning, 3 earned runs. And then Justin Slayton? Yes, Justin Slayton with the save in the ninth. The MVP of the day for them goes to Willie Abreu, who had a 3-run home run in the top of the ninth to give the Red Sox the go-ahead win. And yeah, Michael, you have anything on that?
I mean, the Red Sox, again, the Red Sox are very underrated in my mind. And them, again, going to Texas on opening day, I mean, they played well. I mean, the pitching was great for them. And, of course, Aroldis Chapman picking up the win. I mean, that's very rare to see. But Aroldis Chapman not in that closer role, which is, I guess, is very rare except for last year when he was a setup man. But I think that pickup for the Red Sox with Chapman was very good. He proved it again today. And overall, Willie Abreu is, I mean, he's a slugger. I mean, Willie Abreu is definitely putting on his own. And again, just this Red Sox team is underrated, and I think they're going to have a really good year as well. But the Rangers, I mean, it's just one game. I mean, again, this is game 1, but overall, very promising things I saw for the Red Sox today.
Yep, I agree. Our next game was the Pirates and the Marlins. The Pirates lost today 4-5 to Miami Marlins on a walk-off win. The Marlins were led by, let's see here, anybody hit a home run? No home runs, but 5 different players, or 4, I guess, had an RBI. Dane Myers with an RBI, Otto Lopez, Kyle Stowers, and Xavier Edwards. The MVP of the day, Kyle Stowers. Even though he did have 2 strikeouts, he had 2 walks and an RBI, which was the walk-off hit. The Pirates were led by Brian Reynolds, who had 2 RBIs, and Nick Gonzalez, who had a home run and 2 RBIs. And then the win for the Marlins went to Jesus Tinoco, who had an inning of work with a strikeout and a walk. And then David Bednar with the loss, and he had 2 hits, an earned run, and a walk in his 0.0 innings of work against the Marlins today. Michael, what do you have on the walk-off win for the Marlins?
I mean, if teams have not learned from last year, is that whenever you get a close game with the Marlins in Miami, the Marlins are always going to find a way to walk it off. And it's very interesting, especially last year. I believe they led the league in walk-off hits.
Oh, wow. Damn. Great game going on in the background right now. Yeah. That's all I have to say.
Yeah, we got Arkansas, Texas Tech on in the background. But anyways, like, the Marlins, like, they led the league in walk-off hits, despite being one of the worst teams in the MLB. So, I'm saying, like, do not get into close games in Miami, because you're most likely going to lose them, because the Marlins are always going to find a way to walk off. But anyways, I mean, if I'm the Pirates, I mean, I got serious questions about David Bednar. I mean, Bednar struggled last year, and now it's going up again into this year. So, I mean, I'd be kind of worried about Bednar at this point, but again, there's still a lot of room to improve. But again, how about the Marlins continuing their walk-off magic from last year?
Yeah, for real. Also, I need to look at something real quick. I'll just wait. No, this is perfect. Actually, no, it's not. Sorry, I just need to look at something for my parlay. Okay, our next game, right here. Oh no, it's after this. Sorry, a little bit of a delay. Bro, that's JT Toppin, bro. They scammed me. All right, anyways, the San Francisco Giants got a big win, comeback win over the Cincinnati Reds, 6-4. The Giants were led by Heliot Ramos and Wilmer Flores. Heliot Ramos, the home run and 2 RBIs, and then Wilmer Flores, go-ahead 3-run home run in the ninth. And then, as well as Patrick Bailey, who had an RBI, who kept the run going for the Giants in the ninth inning. And then for the Reds, they were led by Heimer Candelario with 3 RBIs, and then TJ Friedel with an RBI. Also, for you Ellie De La Cruz Glazers, he had a hit and a walk and scored twice. The win goes to Tyler Rogers, or is that Taylor Rogers? Nope, it is Tyler Rogers, who had an inning of work with a walk, but he got 3 outs. And then Ian Gabot, who was the one who gave up the 3-run home run against Wilmer Flores, had 3 hits, 4 earned runs, and 2 strikeouts in 2/3 of an inning. And then, I don't know who this is. Ryan Walker. I would have been right if I would have just said his name. He had a hit and an earned run given up in the 9th, but he still got the save because they were up by 4 runs. And then, that's it. Michael?
I just feel like the Giants are very underrated this year. Like, they're so underrated. Like, this team has so much talent, but yet they're in an NL West division. But anyways, I liked what I see. I mean, Wilmer Flores, of course, having the home run. But other than William Contreras, Patrick Bailey is probably my favorite catcher in all of baseball, behind William Contreras. So, Patrick Bailey's second. Dude, I love Patrick Bailey. I don't know, but something's telling me that he kind of reminds me of Buster Posey. I mean, he's not Buster Posey good, but, like, you know, Patrick Bailey, he's an underrated catcher. I mean, he's definitely productive, and overall, I just like what I see from Patrick Bailey, too. And I think he's probably their best catcher since Posey.
Yeah, it's only been like 3 years. Who they have? Joey Bart in between that?
Yeah. Dude, yeah, I'm a big Patrick Bailey fan. I do like him. And then also, Heliot Ramos is one of the most underrated players in the league. He was an all-star last year, and again, he's just slugging it up again. So, honestly, like, the Bats are looking good. They're in the Bay Area.
I agree. I mean, they can make a run for the wild card, but don't tell me that goes in. Oh, no. All right. Anyways, the Chicago White Sox got a big win over the Los Angeles Angels today, 8-1. The White Sox were led by, let's see, who hit the home run? Andrew Benintendi with a 3-run home run, and Lennon Sosa with a 2-run home run. Austin Slater also contributed a home run, former Giant. And then Miguel Vargas chipped in the last 2 RBIs. And then for the Angels, the lone RBI went to Logan O'Hoppe with a home run. I do like Logan O'Hoppe. I am a Logan O'Hoppe fan. Overall, Sean Burke for the White Sox, only 3 hits through 6 innings and 3 strikeouts. And then for the Angels, Yusei Kikuchi, the free agent signing, 6 innings, 3 earned runs, 5 strikeouts, 5 hits. Overall, very bad performance by the Angels. Mike Trout, 0 for 2 with a hit by pitch and a walk. And then, yeah, what do you have to say?
So, those people that think that the White Sox were going 0-162 this year.
Hey, 1-161 on the way.
I mean, I did not see this coming. I mean, the White Sox scoring 8 runs and only allowing 1 run on opening day. Like, wow. The White Sox are 1-0, everybody. The White Sox are undefeated. Get ready. The White Sox are going to the World Series.
Yup, White Sox Dodgers World Series. Come on now.
But anyways, overall, honestly, I mean, after what the White Sox went through last year, I mean, this was just, it was a good victory for the White Sox overall. I mean, of course, I mean, there's still a long season to go, but, like, the White Sox, like, overall. I mean, the Angels, like, that's the team I have issues with. Like, the Angels, like, oh boy. It's looking like it's going to be a rough year for the Los Angeles Angels. As Diddy keeps slapping me. Stop it. But, anyways, it's looking like it's going to be rough for Angels. So, Angels fans,
sorry.
I'm gonna.
You have the same record as the Brewers. So.
I'm praying for you out there. So it might be a rough year. I mean, I don't know how rough it's gonna be, but like, yeah,
it's gonna be bad. It's gonna be bad.
White Sox. Yeah, it's not looking good. It's not looking good at all.
All right, our next game, the Cleveland Guardians got a comeback win over the Kansas City Royals today. They were led by, the Guardians were led by Kyle Manzardo, who was a single away from the cycle on opening day. He had a triple-double and a 2-run home run, 4 RBIs, and a walk. So technically he had the cycle just without the single. He just didn't hit the ball to get onto first base. And then Steven Kwan an RBI, Jose Ramirez an RBI, and Janeski Noel, Big Christmas, with a sac fly. And then the Kansas City Royals were led by Vinny Pasquantino, who had a 3-run home run in the 3rd inning. And then Michael Massey, who had an RBI in the bottom of the 9th, but could not get it done. The win goes to Emmanuel Clase, probably one of the best closers in the league.
Probably the
Yeah, well, I guess he's a setup man now because Paul Sewald, the newest Cleveland Indian. Oh my gosh, I said it! Oh, we're getting canceled. Anyways, the newest Cleveland Guardian, and then it's not Shed Long, Sam Long, with the loss. He had 2 earned runs in his 1 inning of work in the 10th, and yeah, that'll be it for there. Michael, do you have anything to contribute on that?
So you're telling me that Clase is a setup man?
I mean, if Pete
Paul Sewald.
Paul. Yeah, if he could go back to 2023 form when the Diamondbacks went to the World Series, I wouldn't be surprised. Dang! Alright, we'll get to that later.
Yeah, but overall for the Guardians, like, Kyle Manzardo, like, a single away from the cycle is just wow.
That's the guy I was trying to think of yesterday, or 2 days ago, we were talking about Josh Naylor.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he's a pretty good replacement.
Oh, yeah, especially when you almost hit the cycle on opening day. Like,
he was feeling it.
So, something's telling me that Guardians, I mean, I know it's day 1, don't worry, but something's telling me Guardians might repeat as AL Central champs, maybe. I mean...
Wait, who predicted that? Oh, wait, it was me.
I mean, but I could definitely, I mean, I wouldn't be shocked if you would have told me that at the end of this year. But anyways, like, the Guardians, like, that's a statement you put on day 1 of opening day against one of your rivals, against the team that
you're fighting for the division title for.
Exactly, like preseason odds. So overall, that's just a great statement win for the Guardians, proving that you still got the bats despite losing Josh Naylor, and yet you still have a great bullpen. And honestly, great way that the Guardians faced adversity, because Tanner Bybee was supposed to start this game for the Guardians, but then he ended up having food poisoning. So eventually they did have to go basically with a bullpen style game. And the Guardians, like, and they won eventually. The bats got going, and plus the bullpen. Of course, the Guardians have one of the best bullpens in the league.
Yeah.
So it wasn't really that big of a problem. But just caps off to the Guardians for just adjusting on the fly after finding out about Bybee's food poisoning.
I like that. Our next game, the Houston Astros got a big win against the New York Mets today, 3-1. They were led by Chas McCormick does still play for them. I was wondering that. They were led by Yanier Diaz and Jake Myers, who both had RBIs. That means the other RBI or other run must have been unearned. Overall, I did see that Jose Altuve did play left field, so that was pretty fun to see. His 5'6" frame running in the outfield, and then yes, Cam Smith did get his first hit in an Astros uniform, but Kyle Tucker, we'll get to him later, but he also did. And then for the Mets, their lone run was scored by Francisco Lindor, or knocked in by Francisco Lindor. And yeah, that's basically it. Framber Valdez, great outing today, 0 earned runs in 7 innings. Clay Holmes had the loss with 4 2/3 and 2 earned runs. And then Josh Hader got the save with 1 earned run in the 9th. Yeah. What else do you got, Michael?
Astros are still the Astros, and they're definitely still a good baseball team. And I know the Mets, I know the offense looks shaky today, but don't worry, there's still a lot of time, especially throughout the season. I mean, of course, the comparisons like Dre put out about the Mets or the Padres 2021 or 22 season, or even the Mets, even then too. But overall, I just thought great pitching performance there by the Astros. Good complete performance, and the Astros, I think, are ready to be a really good baseball team this year.
I agree. Our next game was a very good one. The Atlanta Braves lost to the San Diego Padres 7-4. The Padres were led by Luis Arraez, Manny Machado, both with RBIs, and Jackson Merrill with 4 RBIs. And then probably one of the biggest hits of the day, Gavin Sheets pinch hitting for their left fielder, and he got a home run in the 7th. So that put together the 4-run 7th inning, which gave them the win. And then for the Braves, Jurickson Profar got his first hit as a Brave. Austin Riley had a home run. Ozzy Albies had a home run and 3 RBIs. And that's it. Marcell Ozuna also had a hit and 2 walks. Yeah. But overall, Wandy Peralta had a third of an inning and he got the win. Hector Neris, you are not a Cub anymore. You can blow games for whatever else team you want. Lost with 3 hits and 3 earned runs in 0 innings pitched. Didn't even get an out. And then Robert Suarez had his first save of the year with an inning pitched and 2 strikeouts. Michael, do you have anything to add?
This Padres team, especially this offense, is just a machine. Like, you look at San Diego, like, they keep doing what they did last year. And Jackson Merrill.
Baller.
Slugger. Like, yeah. And, of course, just the other guys, too, for the Padres. You look at Elias Diaz. You look at Fernando Tatis Jr., and look at other company as well. Like this San Diego, this offense is just electric. Again, they're explosive too. They can hit the baseball whenever they want. Like they can score runs in a hurry. And I think that's what makes this Padres team so dangerous is that their offense is incredible. But for the Braves, this game one, Hector Neris as a closer is a little concerning, but
why is he even a closer, bro? The team saw him play last year for the Cubs and the Phillies, and he sucked. So why are the teams still trusting him to close games?
Yeah, I'm just saying for the Braves, like, do they have any other closers on the roster?
Is Raisel Iglesias still on the Braves? I'm looking that up.
But anyway,
Raisel Iglesias. Yeah, he's on the Braves. 1.95 ERA last year. And so you just don't put him in? Fair enough.
Also the Braves also, like, they like to do, like, multiple closers each night. Like, remember, like, last year they had, like, Kirby Yates close a game, Raisel Iglesias
Well, you can't always have your one closer close games.
But, yeah, but, you know, Kirby Yates and
Raisel you would have multiple guys getting saves every, like, week.
Well, yeah, that is true. But, like, Kirby Yates and Raisel Iglesias, and even AJ Minter, like, they're, like, close.
Yeah,
close,
but I'm
like,
pretty sure AJ Minter and Kirby Yates both don't play for the Braves anymore.
Yeah, they both left in free agency, but this is Raisel Iglesias now. But, I don't know, it's just something I noticed about the Braves. But, you know, last season left to go, a lot of time to fix it. This is game one. But, you know, just a glaring flaw for the Braves as the season goes on. Try to either Neris get fixed or try to find another closer.
Yeah, they have a problem there. And then our next game, concluding the Braves game, was the St. Louis Cardinals defeating the Minnesota Twins 5-3. The Cardinals were led by Lars Nootbaar and Nolan Arenado, who both had home runs. Lars Nootbaar, 2 RBIs, and Arenado had an RBI. Brendan Donovan and Ivan Herrera also chipped in RBIs. And then for the Twins, they were led by Willie Castro with an RBI and Harrison Bader with a 2-run home run. Sonny Gray got the win for the Cardinals, 5 innings, 2 earned runs, 6 strikeouts. Pablo Lopez had the loss for the Twins. Did I say Sonny Gray got the win for the Twins? Or did I say he got the win for the Cardinals? Because Sonny Gray used to play for the Twins, so I think I might have got it confused. Sonny Gray got the win for the Cardinals, and then Pablo Lopez got the loss for the Twins. 8 hits in 5 innings, 2 earned runs, and only 3 strikeouts. And then Ryan Helsley, the flamethrower, got the save with 3 strikeouts and a hit in his inning pitched. Pretty mid-game, honestly. Not a super bunch of activity. What do you got from that, though?
So, this game actually started out, like, there was a rain delay that, like...
Yeah, it was like 4 hours.
4-hour rain delay. Like, and that's just, wow, on opening day, that's rough. But St. Louis is usually known for it to be rainy there. Like, of course, I'm a Brewers fan, and I remember, like, whenever they play St. Louis, like, there's always one game in each series that's always, like, have a rain delay. So, I don't know, them, Seattle has a projectile roof, but them, Pittsburgh are definitely, like, the main two that I think of when it comes to rain delays. But, okay, I guess Chicago too, Cubs, but really, but that really happened. So it's mainly Pittsburgh and St. Louis. Those two.
You know what happened last time the Cubs had a rain delay in an important game? They won a World Series. And how many times the Brewers won a World Series? Wow. This year?
This year? No.
Shut up.
We gotta get past the wild card first. I'm just gonna say that. But anyways, back to the game. And I also know something. Is it just me, or does Lars' new bar sound like a candy bar? Like Lars is the company in New Bar.
Guys, we're quitting the podcast and we're making our own candy brand, the New Bar.
Jeez, Lars. Yeah, our company name's gonna be Lars, and we're gonna create the New Bar. Yes, but anyways, I mean, Lars' New Bar was really good as well. Like he struggled last year, so him having this big game today, that really helps with the Cardinals. I think that will give him a much more confidence boost, and overall, this offensive core. Now, my thing about the Cardinals is, can this offense produce
like this every day?
Exactly. Consistency. Consistency is the key for the Cardinals. And plus, you got the pitching staff. Sonny Gray pitched a great game. Plus, you got the bullpen. Ryan Housley, of course, my goodness, he can throw a baseball.
Yeah.
Yeah, he can throw a baseball. But anyways, the thing about the Cardinals is, can their hitting core be consistent? If they are consistent, this Cardinals team can definitely put a threat to the Brewers and Cubs in the NL Central this year.
I agree. That's why I was kind of glad the Reds lost today, because they were looking really good, but then they blew the lead, so that was awesome. Our next game, which could be a contender for game of the day, was that was crazy. The Los Angeles Dodgers beat the Detroit Tigers 5-4. Very back and forth game. The Dodgers got off to a quick start. It was 2-1 Detroit, but then a 3-run home run from what's his name? Teoscar Hernandez in the fifth inning gave them a 4-2 lead, and then Spencer Torkelson hit an absolute nuke.
Yes.
He had a home run in the seventh, but then Shohei Ohtani came right back and hit a home run. But then in the eighth, the Tigers got a run in on a sac fly from where is he? Kerry Carpenter. And then the ninth, Blake Trinan just shut him down. Overall, the Tigers were led by Spencer Torkelson, who had 4 walks on the day and a home run. He was 1 for 1 with 4 walks.
Is Spencer Torkelson back?
He was back, and then he was bad again. And then Zach McKinstry had a hit in his 1 at-bat and a walk. So I guess he had 2 at-bats. And then, yeah. I mean, Manuel Margot had an RBI. Kerry Carpenter had the RBI, and the other run was unearned. And then the Dodgers were led by Shohei Ohtani with his home run, and then Teoscar Hernandez with a 3-run home run, and Tommy Edman with a home run. So all their runs were scored on home runs. Blake Snell got the win, 5 innings, 5 hits, 2 earned runs, and only 2 strikeouts. And then Tariq Skubal struggled in his 5 innings, 6 hits, 4 earned runs, only 2 strikeouts. Blake Trinan had 2 strikeouts in his 1 inning to end the game. So yeah, I mean, do you think this causes a concern for the Tigers and Tariq Skubal?
I just think, 1 start, that doesn't say a whole lot, but for Skubal, it does kind of have a concern, maybe fears of a down year, because at the beginning of the year, that's not how you start off a season. But as the Dodgers went for Yoshinobu Yamamoto, if this is anything like this, I think Skubal will be fine. I don't think the Tigers should worry about it yet. Now, if Skubal does this the next start, then we're going to start having conversations. Mm-hmm. But I just think it's 1 game, and plus the Dodgers are the defending World Series champions, and plus as you learned from the Tokyo series, the Dodgers do like to destroy pitching. But anyways, I think the Tigers will be all right, but give it a couple games. If Skubal does have a bad performance again, it's time to have a serious conversation. But otherwise, they'll be all right. I feel like you'll bounce back his next start.
I agree. Our next game was the Seattle Mariners playing the Oakland Athletics in Seattle. Seattle got a 4-2 win. Randy Arozarena, we had a conversation about him. He hit a home run.
Finally,
so he's kind of back. Victor Robles has kind of sparked his career after leaving Washington in Seattle. Very athletic outfielder, pretty decent speed, had an RBI today. Luke Raley had a hit. Jorge Polanco had 2 RBIs on a home run. And then Ryan Bliss with 2 walks. And then for the Athletics, they were led by Tyler Soderstrom, one of their top prospects. He had 2 home runs and 2 RBIs. That's it. Slugging of 2,667. That's crazy. Jorge Polanco also went 3 for 3 on the end of the day. The Seattle Mariners win went to, is this Tyler Thornton? Trent Thornton. Why do I feel like he looks like Alec Mills? You remember him from the Cubs? He's the guy who threw the no-hitter during COVID.
Yup.
No, that was right before it, wasn't it?
I think it was during.
Oh, damn. And then Jose Leclerc got his first loss of the year after moving from Texas to Oakland. Oh, they don't even have Athletics. They just have Athletics. They don't even have Oakland on here anymore.
Yeah.
Wait, are they playing their home games in Sacramento?
Yes.
That's whack.
Why don't they just call them the Sacramento Athletics? Like, give them a city name.
Literally.
Like, first of all, you have the Washington football team. The Utah.
At least they have a name now.
The Utah, at least the mascot was the football team. And then the Utah Hockey Club now that we're experiencing in NHL. MLB. The Athletics. Really?
The Athletics.
Just call them California Athletics until they move, or Sacramento. Just something. The
Athletics.
We're naming a city called The.
Yeah.
Really?
And then Andres Munoz got his first save. If the Mariners can hit, they will be dangerous. Their pitching is phenomenal.
Yes. And can we just give a round of applause to the Mariners offense for producing runs? Finally, where was this last year?
Yeah, and that's the end of the MLB games. I mean, the Cubs are up 8-5. We will get to that if the game ends. Kyle Tucker, like I said, got his first hit as a Chicago Cub and an RBI. And now, NBA?
We do have one final result in March Madness.
Oh, yeah. Duke beats Arizona 193. I will go to that real quick. And Michael can just go for it.
Yeah, so again, Duke did defeat Arizona, like Dre said, 193.
Look how many points he had.
Yeah. Duke created a lead in the second half, but Arizona kind of responded a little bit towards the end, but it wasn't enough as Duke, again, this could be mistaken for another NBA game, just like BYU and Alabama, except Duke did not put 113, they just only cracked 100. Did the bare minimum. But anyways, looking at the stat sheet here, Cooper Flag. I think he's ready for the NBA, y'all. 30 points, 7 assists, 6 rebounds, 9 for 19 from the field, 3 for 5 from 3, 9 for 10 from the free throw line, so getting a lot of shots up there too.
Crazy thing is, he wasn't even the leading scorer of the game. Or the day. He wasn't even the leading scorer of the day.
Cooper Flag? Oh yeah, we'll get that to the moment. And then, Con Knuppel, Wisconsin native, 20 points. He had 5 for 7 for the field, 2 for 2 from 3, and 8 for 9 for the free throw line too. So the two big Duke prospects pulled up big. And then Zion James had 16 points for Duke as well.
What did Tyrese have?
Oh, Tyrese Proctor? Yeah, Tyrese Proctor kind of struggled today. He had 7 points, 3 for 8 from the field, 1 for 4 from 3. But otherwise, Kaman Maluak, 13 points, 6 rebounds. And then, yeah, that's pretty much will do it for Duke.
Ooh, here we go.
Oh,
we're going to give you a live reaction. Arkansas going for the tie. No! And Texas Tech is moving on to the Elite Eight. Wow. They made a three-pointer at the very end of the second half. I don't even know how Arkansas can be sad. I mean, yes, you lost, but you put up a great fight. Texas Tech is going crazy right now, but they just squeak out a win against number 10 Arkansas. Great game.
Wow, yeah, we'll get you to the stats sheet of that in a moment, but my goodness, Texas Tech survives Arkansas. But anyway, finishing off Arizona and Duke. Arizona was led by Caleb Love. He had 35 points. He was the game leader today. 11 for 21 from the field, 5 for 11 from 3, and 8 for 9 for the free throw line. How about that? And then Jaden Bradley had 15 points. And then off the bench for Arizona, Henry Visar had 13 points and 6 rebounds. Meanwhile, looking at the total statistics, Duke shot 57.9% from 3. Arizona shot 46.2% from 3. And Duke shot 60% from the field, and Arizona shot a 45.5% from the field clip. So anyways, that was Duke defeating Arizona. And of course, the game that we just reacted to, that just finished up, Texas Tech survives Arkansas in overtime, 85-83. Hitting the go-ahead shot was Darian Williams, who basically hit the game winner layup at the end. And looking at Texas Tech stat line, they were led by Christian Anderson, 22 points. Went 7 for 14 for the field, 3 for 9 from 3, and he had 5 for 5 on the free throw line. Also led by JT Toppin, who had 20 points and 9 rebounds, Dre.
Yes! Oh, no, I did one more because Lamont Butler. Whatever. Who cares?
And then Darian Williams, of course, the guy that hit the game-winning layup. 20 points and 9 rebounds. Also had 3 steals in the night. And then off the bench, Kevin Overton had 12 points and 7 rebounds for the Red Raiders. And then Arkansas was led by John Nell Davis, who had 30 points and 6 rebounds. Shot 11 for 11 for the for the free throw line, despite going 3 for 9 for the 3-point line and 8 for 22 for the field. And then Carter Knox had 20 points for the Razorbacks. Shot 4 for 4 for the 3-point line. So
put him on the ground, Zach LaVine. Oh man.
Yeah, and then DJ Wagner, 13 points, as well as Trevon Brazel at 11 points. So, oh yeah, Dre, I forgot to get your reaction. So your reactions overall to the late night games, Arizona Duke and Arkansas Texas Tech.
Duke winning wasn't surprising, but Caleb Love having 35 points was surprising. And then, and then for this game, Texas Tech had to make a comeback. I mean, I'm glad they did. I like JT Toppin. I hope they make an even deeper run in the finals, but we will see.
Yeah, definitely. With that being said, we have matchups for Saturday games with the Sweet 16 being set. So 2-seed Alabama will take on 1-seeded Duke. Could you see that game being in the 90s and the hundreds?
No, I don't. No, I'm joking.
Yeah, glorified NBA game right there. And then 3-seed Texas Tech will play 1-seed Florida. I think that'll be more of it.
Scoring game.
That'll be more 70s and 80s. I mean,
I feel like Florida's going to clamp because of how good their defensive bigs are.
I mean, I think I think both teams have good offenses and defenses, so I think it'll probably be more in the 70s range. How about perfect even split? Maybe upper 70s.
She's tweaking.
Diddy Cam, everybody. We got Diddy Cam on all throughout the podcast episode.
I know,
right?
She's sleepy.
Yeah.
And we're also sitting on something that's not chairs, so she can lay up here with us.
Yeah, for real. All right, that's it for March Madness action today. So, Dre, you were talking about Zach LaVine, so why not? Let's go to the
Our game of the day is the Bulls and the Lakers. Yeah, I'm excited. Okay, the Bulls won 119-117.
What rhymes with Diddy?
Josh Giddey hit a half-court buzzer beater to put the Bulls ahead of the Lakers. Go watch that highlight immediately. Finish the video, though. The Bulls outscored the Lakers 44-26 in the fourth quarter. They were led by Josh Giddey with 25 points, 14 rebounds, 11 assists, triple-double, and the buzzer beater. Kobe White with 26 points. Kevin Huerter with 21 points. Kobe White actually had a negative plus-minus. And then Zach Collins, Patrick Williams with a 10-11 off the bench. Matas Buzelis and Nikola Vucevic had 12 and 14. Then for the Lakers, they were led by Austin Reeves with 30 points. Luka Doncic with almost triple-double, 25, 10 rebounds, 8 assists. Jackson Hayes with 19 points and 8 rebounds. And then LeBron with 17 points, 12 assists. I mean, let's go Bulls. I mean, half-court buzzer beater. Michael, what do you have to say to that? Do you think the Bulls could make the playoffs now? Do you think they could get through the play-in? let's look at the NBA standings right now.
Let's take a look at the Eastern Conference play-in.
At the moment, the Bulls are 9th. They are a game and a half behind the Magic, 2 games behind the Hawks, but they will not be catching up to the Bucks. So the best they could do is probably get above the Hawks at the 7 seed, which means they would play the 8 seed Magic or Hawks. And if they win that, they get the 7 seed, right?
Yeah.
And they would have to play the Celtics. Oh! I mean, who would you rather play, the Celtics or the Cavs? Probably the Celtics, I'm being honest.
Yeah, but honestly, if I'm looking at the Bulls and, like, they have a legit shot. I mean, they're 2 games back. Like, that's definitely doable.
How many games are left? 8?
And even if they do get an 8 seed in the play-in, they win that play-in game, they get a shot at the Celtics. My thing about the Bulls is that, hey, why not win the play-in? How about let's make the playoffs and play the Celtics and give them their best shot, you know? Make something for next year. Heck, if you somehow beat the Celtics, like, that's great. But honestly, this is like the Bulls need to start winning to build on for next year, in my opinion. I think their winning streak, I mean, looks like the young core is starting to come together. So, trading with their assets. So, I kind of like where the Bulls are heading right now. I mean, if they win their games, they're going to get confidence, and they might be something next year.
Literally. Hopefully. I mean, yeah. I mean...
Sapena.
I mean, they also have to hope that the Magic and the Magic and the Hawks both lose. The Magic did get a win today. Oh, no, they didn't. They lost to the... Oh, no, that was the Pacers that got the win. Mavericks beat the Magic. But our next game is the Cleveland Cavaliers beating the San Antonio Spurs. Cavs were led by Jarrett Allen with 29 points and 15 rebounds. Donovan Mitchell with 25 points, 14 assists, 8 rebounds, 2 rebounds away from a triple-double. Garland was 1 assist away from a double-double at 10 and 9. And then Max Strus with 18, DeAndre Hunter with 14 off the bench, and Sam Merrill with 13 off the bench. And Javonte Green.
Did it.
My Javonte Green jersey. Yes, sir. He had 3 points. He had 1 3-pointer. And then the Spurs were led by Stephon Castle with 22 and Devin Vassell with 22. Stephon Castle also had 11 rebounds. And then Harrison Barnes had 10 points. And then just Julian Champagny had 16 off the bench. Jeremy Sokin had 13 off the bench. Keldon Johnson had 17 off the bench. And, yeah, I mean, Cavs kind of dominated. They had 50 rebounds. Oh, no, they only had 6 more rebounds than the Spurs. So what do you have to say about that game?
I mean, the Cavs, again, that was kind of a good win for the Cavs. I mean, especially how they've been struggling recently, plus this game playoff time. So with them getting wins and getting momentum for the playoffs, that's the big thing that the Cavs are looking forward to do right now. And make sure that they do clinch that 1 seed. They are 5 games above the Celtics, so it's still possible that the Cavs could get a 2 seed. But right now, Cavs are mainly just focused on getting that 1 seed game ready for the playoffs. So overall, good win for the Cavs.
All right, in our next game, the Mavericks defeated the Orlando Magic 101-92. The Magic, tough loss. I mean, they had Paulo Banchero, who scored 35, and then the Mavericks were led by Jaden Hardy off the bench with 22 points. Brandon Williams with 14 off the bench, and Max Christie with 12 off the bench. Anthony Davis with 15, and Klay Thompson with 12. And then the Magic had 35 from Paulo and 10 rebounds. Franz with 20 points and 9 rebounds. And then Wendell had 12 points, and Anthony Black off the bench with 14. I mean, the Magic had more rebounds. How many turnovers did each team have? I mean, it was a 16-14 turnover matchup, and they only lost by 9. So the Mavericks they won the season series 2-0. So
I mean, what do you have to say about this? I mean, Contavious Caldwell-Pope didn't even make a shot in 33 minutes. Bro's doing cardio.
Yeah, I'm kind of concerned about the Magic right now. I mean, I know they have the defense to do it, but their offense, I mean, Paulo Banchero just can't do it every single night. Like, Paulo Banchero, he's been great, but the supporting guys, and Franz Wagner's been great as well. But the other guys, like the other supporting casts, of course, he's saying Contavious Caldwell-Pope didn't make a shot tonight. Like, I'm starting to be concerned about this Orlando Magic team, and plus, they're in a play-in spot right now. Only like what, half game back of the half game
back of the Hawks.
Yeah, half game back of the Hawks, and plus the Bulls are right on their tails too. So like
a game and a half back.
Exactly, like in the Magic, like there's gotta be you gotta figure out this offense thing before probably the play-in tournament. They're gonna probably play in the play-in tournament. 10 or 9 or 8 and 7 seeds will be determined. But anyways, I'm the Magic. You gotta find some offense in a hurry too. Because your downfall last year was you did play great defense, but the offense was just not there. Banchero and Franz Wagner cannot just provide it every night. There's got to be others that got to step up too. On the Magic, it's go time. Got to get that offense figured out.
Yeah, I agree. But our next game, we're not even going to have an overview. I'm just going to tell you that it was 162 to 109. The Pacers beat the Wizards. And I will tell you that all of these players scored double digits. Tyrese Halliburton was their leading scorer with 29, and then the rest of these guys had at least 10 points. Miles Turner, Aaron Nesmith, Pascal Siakam, Obi Toppin, Jarris Walker, Thomas Bryant, Benedict Mathurin, and Ben Shepherd all had at least 10 points. And then for the Wizards, they were led by Alex Sarr with 22, and then Justin Champagnie had 15. Jordan Poole had 18, Bob Carrington had 13, and then Colby Jones with 12 off the bench. Hey, you guys want to know what A.J. Johnson's plus-minus was? -41. Bro was out there to chuck up shots and miss. 1 for 7, and I mean, he didn't have a turnover. But how are you out there and giving up 41 points when you're on the court?
So you're telling me the Bucks did not get fleeced?
I don't know. Chris Middleton had a -17. The best plus-minus for the Wizards was -2. And that was Anthony Gill, who played 3 minutes.
Jeez. Free my boy, Alex Sarr.
No, literally. A good game for the Bulls, and a Bulls fan here. The Hawks lost to the Miami Heat, 122 to 112. I mean, let's see here. Oh, there it is. Miami was led by Tyler Hero with 36 points, Kel'el Ware with 12 rebounds, Bam Adebayo with a double-double, 12 and 10, Andrew Wiggins with 16 points, Alec Burks with 11, Haywood Highsmith with 11, Kyle Anderson with 10, and David Mitchell with 16. And then the Hawks were led by Trae Young, obviously, 26 points, 12 assists, Vit Krejci, 14 points, Onyeka Okongwu, 15 points, 9 rebounds, and then off the bench, why is Karis LeVert not starting? 17 points, and then Terrence Mann with 14 points. Let's see here. 13 turnovers to 15, so really just the same amount of turnovers. I guess it was just the amount of missed shots, and I guess Trae Young, -20 plus-minus. Trae Young, there's a problem in Atlanta. Michael, what do you have to say?
Yeah, Atlanta kind of have the same problem as the Orlando Magic. I mean, it's go time. Bulls are on both of them's tails. So like,
Bulls are on fire right now, and I'm all for it.
Yeah, but Hawks, I mean, I just don't get it with the Atlanta Hawks. Like, you have this much talent, and yet you're 3 games below 500. Where's the about it?
Yes, Jalen Johnson's out, though.
Yeah, but Jalen Johnson... Okay, yes, that's agreed. Jalen Johnson is out for the rest of the season. But the good news is for the Hawks, somehow they're 35-38, and yet they still hold the division lead in the Southeast. Like,
who's that division? That's the Hawks?
The Hawks, the Hornets, the Wizards, the Heat, the Magic.
3 play-in teams. That's nuts.
Yeah, the Southeast division is terrible. But
wow, that's a bad division.
It's been a bad division for years at this point. And nobody really noticed because divisions really don't play a role in the NBA. which
is probably a good thing.
probably with how bad the Southeast Division is. But anyways, Hawks.
Tua.
Jeez. Brain rot on the podcast today. Great. The Gen Alpha kids will.
We gotta move on. I can't.
Well,
I can't start with that.
Yeah. But anyways, Hawks. It's you got to figure something out there in Atlanta.
Our next game, the Oklahoma City Thunder routed the Memphis Grizzlies 125-104. Obviously, guess who the leading scorer for the Thunder was?
SGA.
Yup. 37 points. Jalen Williams with an EN, 20 points. And Isaiah Hartenstein with 18. And nobody else had above 10. And then for the Grizzlies, they were led by Jaren Jackson Jr., JJJ with 27. Scottie Pippen Jr. with 17. Jalen Wells with 13. Santi Aldama with 10. And nobody else off the bench had at least 10 points. Luke Kennard had 9. Overall, just not a good shooting performance for the Grizzlies. 41% from the field. I mean, 95% from the free throw line, though. 22 for 23.
Yeah, the Thunder, again, they just proved against.
They're just good.
Yes, that's all that needs to be said. They're good.
All right, our next game, second to last game, the Houston Rockets beat the Utah Jazz 121-110. The Rockets were led by Alperen Şengün with 33 points and 10 rebounds. Ahmed Thompson with a double-double, 15 and 10. Dylan Brooks with 10 points, Jalen Green with 21, Jabari Smith Jr. with 11, Tari Easton with 15, and Jock Landale with 10. Jabari Smith Jr. had a double-double off the bench with 11 and 10. And then for the Jazz, they were led by Colin Sexton. What do they call the Bull?
What?
Colin Sexton's nickname. I don't remember. But he had 21 points. Isaiah Collier was 16, and Kyle Filipowski was 16. Keontae George and Bryce Sensabaugh off the bench both had 17, and Johnny Juzang with 11. Overall, though, the turnover battle, Jazz had 16 to the Rockets 9. So yeah, Michael, what do you think about that? I mean, the Jazz is a pretty bad team, put up a really good fight against a really good team.
Yeah, I mean, the Jazz tried. That's all you could say. They tried. They tried using their altitude to their advantage. But overall, the Rockets, they're just a very good team. They have a really good offense with a really good defense. I mean, the Rockets can definitely do stuff in the playoffs. Like, they're a good basketball team.
I agree. And our final NBA game of the night, we have the Trailblazers and the Kings. Trailblazers lost again on the podcast. No! Glad we had the same reaction.
Yeah.
But the Kings were led by Zach LaVine, 29 points. Domantas Sabonis with 22 and 19 rebounds. Wow! DeMar DeRozan with 21 points, and then Keon Ellis with 10, Keegan Murray with 17, Malik Monk off the bench with 16. And then for the Trailblazers, they were led by Denny Avdia, obviously, with 24 points and 9 rebounds. Anthony Simons with 20 points, and then Shannon Sharp with 22 points and 7 rebounds. And then off the bench, Duop Reith with 17 points. He's been a good pickup. Where is he from? He went to LSU, but I'm pretty sure he's from Sudan or South Sudan.
South Sudan.
That's what I thought. But yeah, the Kings routed the Trailblazers. As soon as we started glazing the Blazers, they started pooping. So
Okay, we need to start bashing Trailblazers.
yeah, Trailblazers suck. I hope you lose.
The Trailblazers have lost 2 games in this week's podcast era. So the Trailblazers are 0-2 in this week when we have podcasts.
Damn, I didn't even realize. Did you see that?
LeBron.
LeBron? Sorry.
Yeah. So anyway.
Oh no.
But anyways, Kings. Great performance. Domantas Sabonis is very.
Here's the half-court shot. Bang! That would have been a hell of a game to go to.
Yeah. Okay, but anyways, Kings, like, Domantas Sabonis is ridiculous. Like, he basically can get you, like, 20, 15 a night. It's just crazy.
All I'm going to say is, now that I think about it, obviously Alex Caruso is a great piece for the Thunder, but to think about how the Bulls got Josh Giddey for an aging vet that only plays defense and scores some games, I can only be happy. especially with what the Bulls got for Zach LaVine. It seems like they're finally making good moves. I mean, yeah, you got a bag of chips for Tamar, but you got your first round pick back for Zach LaVine, Trey Jones, who's on a contract year, so that's good. You can either let him go or keep him as a good defensive piece. Kevin Herter, who can bang threes, and then Zach Collins, who is on a 2-year deal. So yeah, let's move on to the NHL.
Also, I want to hear what JJ Redick has to say about the game against the Bulls tonight. So let's go back.
There's games throughout the year that happen like that, I think to every team, and you can look back, oh, we should have done this, should have done that. You know, we got one last night in Indy.
Yep, that's exactly what I told Michael. I got a buzzer beater against Indiana last night.
I thought, overall, outside of a couple plays, the execution, the shots we were getting, it was good.
And it's hard.
Yeah, Luka, thank you for hitting my parlay, but thank you for not doing enough to get the win. So yeah, we're moving on to the NHL.
All right, yes, sir. Now we're on our way to the NHL. We're going to do this rapid fire since we're already over.
Oh, well, what do we got? Hour and 6 minutes. If we can get this within an hour and 15, we're fine.
Yeah. So, anyways, let's get to it. There was a bit of NHL action tonight, but let's get into it. So the Sabres have defeated the Penguins 7-3 tonight. Oh boy, Pittsburgh. Oh boy, is correct. But anyways, scoring for the Sabres tonight, there is definitely a lot. Juril Kulich had 2 goals today for the Sabres. Also, Tyson Kozak and Peyton Krebs had a goal and assist each. Tage Thompson and Alex Tuck had a goal and assist each as well. And then also scoring for the Sabres tonight was Matthias Samuelsson. And then assisting tonight was Bowen Byram, who had 2 of them. Rasmus Dahlin had 2 assists as well. And then also assisting was Zach Benson, Beck Melenstein, Jack Quinn, Isaac Rosen, Connor Clifton, and Owen Power. So overall, great night for the Sabres offensively.
Why'd you stop?
Y'all heard that, right? Okay, anyways, in gold and net tonight for the Sabres was James Reimer, who had 23 saves and 25 save attempts, only allowing 3 goals. Wait, that doesn't add up. That's not math. But anyways, he had 920 save percentage tonight, so overall great night for James Reimer. And then for the Penguins, scoring tonight was Sidney Crosby, Kevin Hayes, and Blake Lizotte. And then assisting was Ryan Graves and Matt Grzelcyk and Connor Timmins. And then in net today for the Pens, oh boy, Tristan Jarry struggled once again. Oh boy. 8 saves on the 12 save attempts, allowing 4 goals and a .667 save percentage. Pittsburgh, I think it's time to have a conversation with Tristan Jarry. I know you let him go earlier, but oh boy, he's not had the greatest year, I'll say that. And then Alex Nedeljkovic, he didn't really have a great night either. 15 saves, 18 saves attempts, allowing 3 goals with an .833 save percentage. So overall, Sabres get a great win at home against the Penguins, 7-3. And then our next game here, the Senators defeated the Red Wings 4-3. The Senator scoring tonight for the Senators was Michael Amadio, David Barone, Tim Stutzel, and Thomas Chabot. And then assisting was Drake Batherson, Matthew Highmore, and Fabian Zetterlund. And that's all for the Sens. And then in net tonight for the Senators, Linus Ullmark had a pretty good night tonight. 31 saves, other 34 saves attempts, allowing 3 goals, and then having a save percentage of .912. And then for the Red Wings tonight, scoring for them were Patrick Kane, who had a goal, and then Lucas Raymond had a goal and assists, and then Vladimir Tarasenko had a goal as well. And then assisting was JT Compher, Alex DeBrincat, and Marco Kasper, Craig Smith, and then in net, Alex Lyon struggled for the Red Wings tonight. Oh boy. 7 saves out of 10 saves attempts, allowing 3 goals with a .700 save percentage. Not good. And then Cam Talbot, in relief, did a lot better. 21 saves of 22 save attempts, allowing a goal with a .955 save percentage. So overall, great win for the Senators, defeating the Red Wings. Oh, sorry, did he? To keep intact with that first wildcard spot and to try to chase the Tampa Bay Lightning. And then the Tampa Bay Lightning BTA to the Utah Hockey Club tonight. 8-0. Oh boy. Yeah, it was bad. First of all, for the scoring tonight, Oliver Bjorkstrand had 2 goals for the Lightning. Jake Gensel also had 2 goals for the Tampa Bay Lightning. And then also scoring was Gage Goncalves with a goal. And then Nikita Kucherov had a goal and 3 assists. 4 points in the night for Kucherov. And then Braden Point had a goal and assists. And then Victor Hedman, a defenseman, he had a goal and 2 assists tonight. And then also assisting for the Lightning were Yanni Gourde, who had 2 assists. Brandon Hagel had an assist. And then Emil Lilleberg had an assist. Ryan McDonough had 2 assists. And then J.J. Moser, Nick Perbix, and Darren Radish all had an assist each. And then in net today, Andrei Vasilevsky. Terrific performance in net tonight. 25 saves out of 25 save attempts, allowing no goals and having a 1 save percentage. Meanwhile, the Utah Hockey Club in net was Jackson Stauber. Oh boy. Oh boy. 6 saves, 10 save attempts, 4 goals allowed, 600 save percentage. The worst performance of any goaltender tonight. And then in relief, Karel Vitimelka, not much better. 7 saves on 11 saved attempts, allowing 4 goals with a .636 save percentage. Overall for the Utah Hockey Club, terrible goaltending tonight for the Hockey Club. Oh boys, the Lightning defeats the Utah Hockey Club 8-0. And then the Philadelphia Flyers defeat the Montreal Canadiens 6-4. The Flyers were led by, or scoring today for the Flyers was Sean Courtier, who had 2 goals and 1 assist. Matvei Michkov had 2 goals and 1 assist as well. And then also scoring for the Flyers was Nicolas Deslauriers and Tyron Forrester. And then assisting was Rodrigo Abels, Bobby Brink, Travis Konechny, Ole Lakesell, and Jacob Pelletier, and Nick Sealer. And then in that for the Flyers today was Samuel Urson, who had not the greatest day, but the offense made up for it. 26 saves, 36 attempts, 4 goals allowed with an .867 save percentage. And then for the Canadiens, scoring for them today, goal-wise, Cole Caulfield, Christian Dvorak, Patrick Lane, and Alex Newhook all scored goals. And then assisting, Josh Anderson, Brendan Gallagher, Urod Slavzowski, Nick Suzuki, David Savard, Jaden Struble, and Lane Hudson had 2 assists for the Canadiens tonight. And then in net, not the greatest day for Jakub Dobis. 24 saves out of 30 saves attempts, allowing 6 goals with an .800 save percentage. So the Flyers defeated the Canadiens 6-4 there. And then my Minnesota Wild get a huge win tonight at home against the Washington Capitals 4-2. Very proud of my Minnesota Wild. Frederick Gaudreau scored 2 goals for the Wild tonight. Impressive performance from him. A defenseman, John Merrill, scored a goal for the Wild tonight. And then Matt Boldy had a great performance tonight. A goal and assist as well. Others assisting for the Wild was Vinny Hinostroza, Marcus Johansson, Marco Rossi, and Devin Shore and Jared Spurgeon. And that tonight, Philip Gustafson had a good performance tonight. 28 saves out of 30 save attempts, allowing 2 goals with a .933 save percentage. Meanwhile, leading the way for the Capitals, scoring goals tonight were Brandon Duhamel and Matt Roy. Assisting for the Caps tonight were Anthony Beauvillier, Nick Dowd, Lars Eller, and Taylor Radish. And then in net tonight for the Red Wings was Charlie Lindgren. Did not have the greatest performance tonight. 17 saves out of 27 attempts, allowing 3 goals allowed, and the save percentage was .850. So yeah, not the
Freaking Taylor Radish.
Yeah, not the greatest night. And then the St. Louis Blues defeat the Nashville Predators 3-2. The Blues were led by in-scoring Dylan Holloway. He had 2 goals on the night, and then Cam Fowler also recorded a goal for the Blues. And then assisting was Robert Thomas, who had 2 of those tonight. And then Jake Neighbors, Braden Shen, and Nick Leddy each all having recorded an assist. In goal tonight, Yoel Hofer, 16 saves out of 18 save attempts, allowing 2 goals with an .889 save percentage. Not really the greatest night for him, but offense made it up for him. And then meanwhile, for the Preds, scoring tonight was Fedor Svechkov and Brady Shea, each scoring a goal tonight. And then assisting was Kiefer Bellows, Michael Bunting, Luke Evangelista, and Andreas Englund. And then in net tonight for the Preds, Yusei Saros, not his greatest night tonight. 18 saves, 21 saves, save attempts, 3 goals allowed with an .857 save percentage. So again, the Blues defeat the Preds tonight, 3-2. And then the Stars defeat the Flames 5-2 tonight. The Stars were led by
Robert
what?
Oh, I was joking. Jason Robertson.
Yeah. Jason Robertson had 2 assists on the night, so he had a pretty good night. But scoring for the Stars was Matt Duchene, Mikael Granlund, Rope Hintz, who had a goal and assist, Wyatt Johnston, and Mikko Rantanen, who also had a goal and assist. And then assisting for the Stars, Matt Duchene had a goal and assist as well. And also, that's pretty much for those scoring for the Stars. And then Casey DeSmith had a really good night in net tonight. 46 saves out of 48 save attempts, allowing 2 goals with a .958 save percentage. So good night for DeSmith. And then leading the way for the Flames, scoring the only 2 goals for them was Nazem Kadri. He had 2 goals there. And then assisting was Morgan Frost, Jonathan Huberdeau, Martin Pospisil, and Connor Zary. And then in net tonight for the Flames was Dustin Wolf. Yeah, not the greatest night. Not a good night for him at all. 14 saves, 18 save attempts, allowing 4 goals with a .778 save percentage as the Stars defeat the Flames. And then the Avalanche shut out the Kings tonight 4-0. Leading the way for the Avalanche was
Nathan McKinnon.
Nathan McKinnon had an assist tonight.
Let's go.
Yeah, Martin Necas was the Avs leader tonight. 2 goals and assists. Also, Jonathan Drouin had a goal and assist, and Logan O'Connor also scored a goal for the Avs. And then also assisting was Jack Drury, of course Nathan McKinnon, like Dre said, Brock Nelson, Samuel Girard, and Cale Makar had 2 assists tonight for the Avs. And then in net, a terrific performance from Mackenzie Blackwood. 22 saves out of 22 saves attempts. No goals allowed, and a 1 save percentage. Great shutout performance from Mackenzie Blackwood. And then in net tonight for the Kings was David Rittich. Not the greatest night. 22 saves, 26 save attempts, 4 goals allowed with an .846 save percentage. And the Avalanche defeat the Kings 4-0. And then the Seattle Kraken defeat the Edmonton Oilers 6-1.
Did what's his name? Connor McDavid have the 1 goal for Edmonton?
No.
Dang. Who did?
Zach Hyman.
I don't know who that is, bro.
You don't know who Zach Hyman is?
No, I know who Victor Arvidsson is and Connor McDavid.
That's all. Ivan Leon Draisaitl.
Oh yeah, I know him.
Yeah, but anyways, leading the way for the Seattle Kraken was Jaden Schwartz, who had 2 goals on the night. And then Andre Burakovsky had a goal and assist. Jared McCann and J.D. Nyman also had 2 on the goal and assists. And then also Matty Beniers also scored a goal for the Kraken. And then assisting, Adam Larson had 2 assists for the Kraken. And then Michael Esamont, Capo Kako, and then Vince Dunn and Riker Evans each had an assist. And then in net today, Joey the Cord had a great performance for the Kraken today. 36 saves out of 37 save attempts, allowing 1 goal and having a .973 save percentage. And of course, the only goal scorer for the Oilers tonight was Zach Hyman, and no assists tonight for the Oilers.
Bro took it himself as the 1 goal.
Yup. And then in net today, Oliver Rodriguez, Calvin Pickard had a rough night tonight. 24 saves out of 29 save attempts, allowing 5 goals with an .828 save percentage. In relief was Olivier Rodriguez, 7 saves, 8 save attempts, allowing 1 goal with an .875 save percentage. And then finally, just wrapping up, the Sharks defeated the Maple Leafs in overtime, winning 6-5 in a shootout. Yeah, this just ended just now, so perfect timing. Scoring goals tonight for the Sharks was William Eklund, who had a goal and assist, Colin Graff, Tyler Toffoli, who had 2 goals and assists, Alex Wemberg, and then assisting for the Sharks was Macklin Celebrini, and then also Lucas Carlson and Mario Ferraro. And then Timothy Liljegren had 2 assists. And then in net tonight for Alexander Georgiev, he was in that for the Sharks tonight. He had 30 saves, 35 save attempts, allowing 5 goals with a save percentage of .857. Not the greatest night for him. And then leading the way for the Maple Leafs was William Nylander, who had 2 goals for the Leafs. And then Austin Matthews had a goal and assist. John Tavares had a goal and assist. And then also Scott Lawton also had a goal. Assisting for the Maple Leafs was Mitch Marner, who had 3 assists. Matthew Nyes had 2 assists. David Kampf and Oliver Ekman-Larsson each also recorded assists. And then Joseph Wool in net tonight, not the greatest performance either. 30 saves, 35 save attempts, allowing 5 goals, and then an .857 save percentage. So that's all on the hockey night. So a lot of NHL action going on. So Trey, you got any thoughts?
Yes! The Cubs win!
Oh yeah, we got an MLB update.
Cubs win 10-6. Ian Happ led the way for the Cubs with a home run and 3 RBIs. Kyle Tucker had an RBI and a hit in his first game with the Cubs. And then Seiya Suzuki hit. Michael Busch, 2 hits. Nico Horner had an RBI. And Miguel Amaya, of all people, 5 RBIs. That's crazy. And then for the Arizona Diamondbacks, Lourdes Gurriel had an RBI, as well as Josh Naylor. Eugenio Suarez, kind of had a brain fart, had a home run. And then Jake McCarthy with an RBI. Overall, Justin Steele got the win, even though he gave up 3 earned runs. And then Zach Gallen had the loss when he gave up 4 earned runs. And Ryan Nelson in relief also gave up 4 earned runs. And then the save, there was no save cut. Wait, yes there was. It says it must be Ryan Presley with the save then, because it says that Caleb Thielbar and Porter Hodge both had holds. So that means Ryan Presley must have had the save. Overall, Cubs get their first win of the year. They're undefeated on the road, technically. So yeah. That should be all.
Yeah, that'll do it. Sorry we didn't get to pick tonight. This is a long episode. This is going to be the longest episode of the podcast series by far. So thanks for hanging in there. If you did make it to the end, you're legends. Thank you so much. We really appreciate it.
Every new subscriber we get, we'll give Diddy a treat.
Yes.
Treat? You want a treat? Oh, yeah, woke her up real quick.
Yeah. But anyways, that'll do it. I'm Michael Hearn, here with Andre Tainter. Of course, with Allie Diddy Tainter.
Yeah.
Saying you guys a goodbye.
Guys, Allie's birthday is April 1st. You all better watch that episode.
Yeah, for real. So thanks for tuning in tonight.